Hey guys, it's your boy Jakey Boy and welcome back to the channel. Now today I just wanted to talk directly to the fellow YIDS out there. I'm going to do a bit of like a Spurs talk video, talk about Tottenham for a bit, because if you haven't noticed, we are kind of in bad form. Now you might be saying, but Jakey, we just won 5-0 against Swansea. Yes, that may be true, but we got to remember that is Swansea. They are bottom of the table. This season they just can't get anything right. Literally, Gylfi Sigurdsson is the only thing that is even remotely looking like football on their team. Everything else just looks horrible from their point of view. So we can't get big heads about this. We got to, remain calm, be like, okay, we've beat Swansea, even though it was 5-0. We're still, we got to face the facts. We are in pretty bad form. Now in the league this season, we've played 14 games, and although we've only lost one of them, we've won 7 and drawn 6. And in the Champions League, it is horrible. We've played 5, lost 3, drawn 1, won 1. And I know a lot of the excuses is, oh, well, we're playing at Wembley. We're not used to playing at Wembley. That's not really an excuse. Like, every other team that plays against us is also playing at Wembley, by the way. And we still have the advantage over them. It's still in England. It's still our home. We can't just say, oh, because it's not our stadium, that's why we're not winning. The other teams are travelling to England to play us there, and they're still kicking our asses there. We can't do shit. So it is quite obvious, it's just something's missing from Spurs. Like, even in that 5-0 win, it wasn't all there. Something is a little bit off. Now I've got like 2 or 3 things that it possibly could be that could really be the reason why we aren't really performing to the level that we should be. The first one is we lack a playmaker in the central midfield. Now I know Eriksen he's a very good attacking midfielder or an advanced playmaker, whatever you want to call him. But he really hasn't been up to standard this season. It's only in the last 1 or 2 games, one of them being against Swansea, which of course that's not really an achievement to play well against, especially at this point in time. It's been like the last year and a half he's just been slack. It doesn't look like he really wants to be on the pitch. He passes terribly. He looks slow and sluggish. Something's just not right with Eriksen, and I really hope that we have seen the turning point in his form and he can return to what he was when he had his first season here, where he was absolutely brilliant. But in the centre of the park right now, we've got Dembele, and I've got no issues with these players in the centre of the park right now. We've got Dembele, I think one of the best central midfielders in the league. Yes, I'm a little bit biased towards that, but honestly, he holds the ball, he can dribble, he's very good physically. It's very hard to tackle him and take the ball off him. He's just brilliant in holding the ball. Every now and then he will push forward and look to play very attacking football, but a lot of the time he just holds it up, lays it off to the sides, lets someone else take it forward. And our other midfielders usually is either Wanyama or Dyer, and they're kind of like the anchor man of the team. They sit in between the centre halves and the midfield, and they kind of link those 2 positions together. Whenever we need an extra man back to pass it out the back, because we have 2 ball-playing centre backs, either Dyer or Wanyama come and help, and I like that. It looks really nice. I think it works really well. But we are just lacking that playmaker in midfield. Someone like Luka Modric, who we used to have, who was just brilliant at picking out the right ball, the right attacking ball. So that's one of the things that I think is the problem. We don't have a playmaker in the midfield that's really, looking to play attacking passes. Because if you notice last season, it was Toby Alderweireld who was playing a lot of the big balls, attacking balls over the top, to Dele Alli, who got on the end of a few of them. It was weird to see how one of our centre backs was basically one of the playmakers for a lot of our games. I think the bigger issue right now, and this might shock some of you, now we've had a player out on injury for a while now, and you might be thinking, it's Toby Alderweireld. Although yes, I do love him in the team, and I think he's a first team player. I think he's one of the best centre backs in the league. I think him and Jan Vertonghen are arguably the best centre back pairing in the league at the moment. I don't think he is the problem that is causing our poor form at the moment. The player who is out injured at the moment, who is, I think, the reason why we aren't performing as well, is this man right here, Lamella. Now I know a lot of you hate Lamella. You're like, how can it be Lamella? He's shit. Oh my god. Oh. Now if you just looked at Lamella's stats, right? If you looked purely at his stats, didn't watch a game, just his stats, I would agree with you. I'd be like, yeah, like he's not great. Like he's all right. You know, he creates a lot of chances, but apart from that, he doesn't really contribute that much. But just watch a game with Lamella and the Tottenham team. When the opposition are playing the ball around the midfield and around their defense, Lamella is the man that is always pushing. He's always putting on that high pressure that forces turnovers a lot of the time. And I know his first few seasons here, he wasn't great, but I always saw that hard work ethic he had. Whenever he lost the ball, he always tried to get it back. He tried his hardest to get that ball back. He wasn't giving up without a fight. I think last season he gave away the most fouls in our team, which is crazy for an attacking player. But a lot of people look at that and be like, oh, you know, it's just a stupid player. No, it's because he works hard. When he loses the ball, he wants it right back. So he will go in and try and get the ball. And I don't mind if he gives away fouls every now and then. He's good on the ball. He can dribble. He can take on players. But he's always looking to go forward. He's never looking to go back. Always looking to go forward. Always looking to strive forward, dribble with the ball, and then plays a beautiful through ball to, might be Dele Alli, might be Harry Kane, Son, could be any one of those. He's always doing that good, hard push forward, which is what we need, the drive, the really attacking drive. I know that may be a shock to some of you that Eric Lamella is one of our key players, but trust me, he is. There is some bad news though. Lamella will be out longer than originally expected. Now there is no time frame on when he is supposed to be coming back. We were hoping within the next few weeks, but unfortunately it doesn't look too promising at the moment. Now one more issue that I wanted to bring up, it's not really an issue, it could be, you never know, but it's our formation. Now currently we play the 4-2-3-1. Now one formation I wanted to bring up is the 3-4-3 formation. Now one of our rivals, Chelsea, yes, we hate Chelsea, they have been playing that this season and honestly it's been working for them. And the reason it's been working for them, the reason it works so well for them, is because Victor Moses mainly and Marcus Alonso, who are the wing backs, they work so well in that system. Now here's my thinking, if we kind of replicate that formation, if Victor Moses and Marcus Alonso can do that, then Danny Rose and Kyle Walker can do that so much better. So this is my thinking at the moment. We play Vertonghen at the left centre back, Dyer as a central centre back, who is almost like an anchor midfield, but he's a little bit deeper, so he's like the central centre back. Then we got Alderweireld as the right centre back. Then we got Danny Rose, the left wing back, Kyle Walker as the right wing back. Then we got Dembele and Wanyama in the centre of the park. Or potentially, instead of Wanyama, we could have Eriksen and they could play two different roles, but depending on whether we want to be more attacking or more defending. Then we have Son on the left, Kane in the middle, and Dele Alli on the right, who will be our front three. Now I know Dele Alli isn't really a right winger sort of player, but I think he could work there. So I think it is really worth giving this formation a try. I think it could work. Now I'm not saying our formation at the moment is bad, but this formation has worked so well for Chelsea. One of the main reasons for that is their wing backs. We have much better wing backs, so I think it would work that much better, and I think we could be so fierce, especially on the counter attack with this formation. It would just be brilliant. And when Lamella is back in the side, we can have the front three as Son, Kane and Lamella, and then we can drop Dele Alli back, probably bring Eriksen off unless he's, you know, playing absolutely amazing in the next few weeks. Probably drop him to the bench, so we have Dele Alli and Dembele in the centre of the park. That's just a thought anyway. I'm not saying that's the reason to our poor form. I think it's more Lamella's out and we don't really have that playmaker in the centre of midfield. But yeah, I hope I hope you YIDS enjoyed this video. If you did, please give a like. If you didn't like it, feel free to give a dislike, comment, whatever you want to comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully I'll do another one of Spurs soon. Bye!
And on the balls is, as always on the balls, Bridget. Why do you have your collar popped?
So I don't burn the back of my neck.
Oh, I thought it was because the bitch is holler!